didn't see it there. Usually I get a notification that I've gone live. I didn't get that notification. Actually, a lot of stuff is not going correct, but you know what? We'll roll with it anyway. You may hear, hopefully you hear, that I did get the sound to work. I've just spent quite a bit of time getting that to work. It's a Mac-related issue. Really, really frustrating. But what can you do? I can see the quality of the game is not great right now either. That's because if you look over to the right there, you have the bad connection from GeForce Now. And I'm hoping that once I'm able to close a few things, because I do have quite a few things open. And I believe last time I did this stream I was on Wi-Fi, so it should be better. So I'm gonna do really loud in my ears because of the workaround I needed to use. The workaround I did to get audio to work on the Mac.
Scanner damaged. Repair required.
Okay.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online.
I suppose while I'm waiting, I'll answer a few questions.
Multi-tool
Favorite type of cheese?
operational.
And my favorite type of cheese is it the Cheese Whiz that comes out of the can?
Initialization sequence complete.
And that's far and away the best kind of cheese. Tab to skip. Right? I'm a veteran.
Thermal protection falling.
Playability falling. Alright, need sodium.
Thermal protection falling.
Definition of a potato right now.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Well, when I can't see anything, it's easy to get an extreme cold damage.
Extreme cold damage detected.
I also found out about this game at the menu right when you get in. You're not able to adjust the sound. You have to wait until you are in game to adjust the sound. I don't know why that is, but it is.
Extreme cold damage detected.
I can't even tell if that's the right thing. Oh wow.
Extreme cold critical.
Well, something to be said for needing to actually see the game that you're playing. Okay. This is quite bad. So, let me do this. Because that's not even worth it. I will answer some questions now and then get into the game because that's bad. That was a total never seen anything so bad. I'm just checking my you know, I have Google Backup and Sync, but that's not open. Chrome is closed as well. Well, you do a speed test. While I'm doing that speed test that you can't even see, how many hours I've played this game? I don't think I've even played this game an hour yet. I've wanted to play it since the last live stream. I did play for like a few minutes, but it's just, you know, unfortunately, it's just not, I don't have enough time, and I didn't want to like be playing it and not, you know, getting an unfair advantage, so to speak. Yeah. Why is my download upload speed? Yeah, it's 10:15 at night. Why is my upload speed so low? I'm sure I was messing around with something and I screwed that up. Just to try and make the best possible broadcast. Let's see. Why not? I know that's permadeath. But, you know, why not? If it's going to look like this, might as well. How is the credit system going to be working for your class? I guess you must mean credit. And I copied and removed all the names, so I don't have any bias about who asked these questions. I'm assuming by credit system you mean like, how are you going to get credit? I'm following what you're actually supposed to be following. I'm trying to give you guys things to do for 20 to a half hour a day or whatever it's supposed to be. Maybe it's not even that much, but I'm not trying to overwhelm you with stuff, but just check in, things that are hopefully helpful, and if you want to pursue, you can pursue them. If not, it's not going to be a major project that you need to get done, because if you're anything like me, you're in a tight spot right now in terms of like getting things done is not very easy. Hence why I'm doing this at 10 at night. Total potato, man. I really truly wonder if I switched to Wi-Fi if it would be better, and that would be absurd if true. Well, that's good. Show me some salt. Ow. Yeah, I want some salt. Oh, fantastic. What just keeps happening? What am I walking into? Oh. Whoops. again, when you can't see things, I suppose that's bound to happen. Okay, so before I die, let me answer a few questions. Alright, well, I guess finishing the answer to the other question about credit, I guess just as long as you're checking in and you're actively participating, because I'm going out of my way to not make things be absurd in terms of the amount of work that you have to do for the class. But just participate. The best thing I've heard, or the best way to put it, it's not that we're working from home. Not really. We're all at home trying to get work done. So it's not the same thing. I mean, it's not, and if anyone's expecting you to be at the same place, that's quite unrealistic in my opinion. Okay. I'm going to pause and answer another question before the inevitable happens. Do you think this game is worth the money? Having not a ton of time into it, yeah, on sale it's worth the money. $30, I think, was how much I paid for it, and it seems about that much. The look is really good. You can't tell right now because it's so potato, but when it is up and running well, which I'll try and do in a bit, yeah, it's really good visually. And then I haven't gotten that far into the game, but I've heard some things and it sounds like it's pretty cool. Single player, there is online, and you can play with, I think, up to 8 other people, so that's pretty cool, and maybe more. I'm not 100% sure on the number. Was Jar Jar Binks a troll character created by Sith Lord George Lucas? If so, why do you think so? I can't wait to hear your response. I've seen some pretty convincing videos about that. There's the fight on Naboo, where Jar Jar clearly uses like drunken boxing, which is a legitimate, technique. Hey, I'm taking critical damage, but the picture's starting to look much better. I forgot about that jetpack. Where's my scanner? I'll say that it's really difficult for me to keep track of like the life meter. I don't know if that's just me, but because I think it's in the top left, but other stuff is yeah, I think you can tell it's starting to look quite a bit better. Alright. Do it again. I'll do survival this time. Make it a bit more interesting. I don't know. Like with the Jar Jar thing, I feel like there's a distinct possibility. Yeah, it could have been. But I feel like George Lucas, that's like one of his... Oh, now the quality's going down again. Unfortunate. George Lucas is like, he's doing his best to be an innovator more than anything, so to have the first CGI character, full CGI character, was super important. And I feel like that was more important than making a good character. So I think with the pushback he got for that, even though in the end, it turned out he's probably true in terms of like the amount of how much CGI is going to be prevalent. I think maybe he abandoned his idea. I haven't heard George Lucas himself say it, and until then, I guess it's not true, but it is a pretty cool theory. One of the best argued theories I've certainly heard. You know, a lot of these hinge on some pretty terrible facts, and I'm sure this one has tons of flaws in it as well. That being Darth Jar Jar, but at least there's lots of ferret.
Extreme cold damage detected.
What the? Oh my gosh. I don't want to kill a hermit crab.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Alright, that's pretty cool. Because I have the heads up display on and it is making it look really cold.
Extreme cold damage detected. Technology repaired.
So when I get too cold, like right there, you can probably see on my screen.
Cold critical.
Okay, I'm going. Like it's getting icy. So that's cool. Like it adds a little bit of realism. It gets you more into it.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Oh, thank goodness. Wait, no, I want thermal protection to stay. Was my life in the top left? Or in the bottom left?
Thermal protection falling.
Well, if I had some more... Gosh, I've been running the wrong way this whole time.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Oh boy.
Extreme cold damage detected.
I can't locate sodium when my scanner won't recharge. Okay. And there's none around me.
Extreme cold damage detected.
More important that I get this salt. Ooh, come on.
Extreme cold critical.
Oh, maybe I get there.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
I got that. Okay, how long until the scanner recharges? That's what I want to know.
Shield.
Oh my god. Of course. Just have that thing fly out at me.
Technology recharge.
That's fun. Did I... Yep.
Thermal protection falling.
One thing I don't like is that voice like constantly in my ear. Well, better than critical. Maybe that doesn't get... It gets less... more you get into the game. In terms of his voice yelling at you. It's not really yelling, but... Why are my life support systems at 5%? What do I have to do? Oh gosh, I have not been looking for... I see plenty of hydrogen.
Suit power cells depleted.
Will I get there?
Thermal protection falling. Technology recharging.
Okay, so this is weird because it's like a... You gotta balance. In that way, it's like a real-time strategy game in terms of like you have...
Technology recharging.
Yeah, you gotta keep everything in mind, like resources. At this point, I'll answer another question. Do you think you'll be ready for a big boss fight? I'm not sorry, I added big. Do you think you'll be ready for a boss fight anytime soon? No. I mean, I was scared by that tendril that came out at me. I don't even know what to do for that thing, so probably not ready for a big boss battle, or just a boss battle. My favorite strategy game ever. My game Halo Wars Nostalgia, or Axis and Allies board game. Axis and Allies board game is phenomenal. Not many people have played that. It takes a long time to set that game up, but man, it is worth it. And I am all about those technology roles, weapons development roles. You can like unlock technology. For those who don't know, it's a World War II game. Fairly obscure, but it's like if Risk were a lot more intricate. It would be Axis and Allies. And I'm a big fan of playing as England in that game.
Protection falling.
In the ship, I will answer another question because I'm assuming it paused. Maybe I'm wrong. Favorite strategy game? Probably Warcraft 3. Unless you, I mean, I don't know if Civilization is considered a strategy game, but Warcraft 3 more of like a pure strategy game. Like the OpenRA we were playing is really good, but Warcraft 3 is really, really good. I was thinking of just one other game too, but now I can't remember it. I don't have a question. It's good that you don't have a question. Well, at least you responded, right? Are the controls easy enough for the PC version? Yes. I do have... the other cool thing about GeForce, and I don't have an iPhone, I have an Android phone, but I can play GeForce using, this is my controller. I'm not using it right now, but I use this primarily. I have a Raspberry Pi with RetroPie on it, so I can play all these old games, but I can use that in my phone, that controller in my phone, which connects through Bluetooth, and I can play this game using a controller on my phone. Another cool thing about GeForce. GeForce Now, which is the application I'm using on my Mac to play this game, which is only available on the PC. But controls are, pretty much what you'd expect. The display and like figuring out like, where everything is. Nah. Also, I skip through this stuff. I've never been a fan of like the story. Even in the games I like a lot. Not a huge story person. One of my favorite games is Fable. I've played most of them. I think the first 3. In the first one, like, just the fact that you could change stuff was so cool in terms of, like, the outcome. Yeah, because everything was kind of on the rails before that, at least in my experience. Oh, alright, so I gotta save. Right, so I have to keep remembering to get oxygen too. Like, that's something I can't forget.
Ground protection falling.
Alright, everything's shaking. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's not as bad as I thought. Advanced mining laser required. I saw some stuff up here. Huh. I will... I don't know what I'm doing with this stuff. Looks like I got some oxygen. What just happened? Oh, I did what I was supposed to do. Oh, that's nice. Didn't really mean to do that.
Ground protection falling.
Oh gosh. Metal plating. I do like to, I move the mouse and it moves a little bit. Okay, where's my... You tell me I ran out of these things. Didn't you just tell me that I picked up oxygen? And I know I had, no, because I'm in the starship, I need to be in the exosuit.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I really need to find some sodium.
Ground protection falling.
Give me some sodium. Carbon's not going to help me. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Not anymore.
Ground protection falling.
I got some nanites, so that's good. I don't know how well you could hear that howling sound, but that was freaky. do that. Okay, so I have one last question. And that question is, interestingly enough, I've done 2 of these live broadcasts today. I've seen this same question twice. Many people are saying that the coronavirus will have lasting effects on life after the pandemic is quelled. Do you think this is true, or just a case of people overreacting? And as I said previously, normally I would say, yeah, people are overreacting, but not in this instance, just because use the term lasting effects, and to stick with that, one lasting effect is, how is anyone going to say, like, next year we need to have snow days? It just doesn't seem like it's going to happen, to me anyway. So, you know, in ways like that, and I'm sure other ways, it's going to affect us. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night, my friends. Feel free to reach out, classroom, and enjoy your evening, day, wherever you are. Adios.